all of the Treyarch maps. It doesn't contain any of the other developers' zombies modes. No IW, no World War II, no Exos, none of that. And it actually includes all the maps. It's the best one I've found so far. They're either missing some or have a bunch of extra. This is the one you're
pretty
good.
So that's good, man.
In the description, and
you want to know where I've been, bro?
That's also in the description. Your tier list. I would love to see it. I would love that. I would love to see how wrong you are, because your opinion isn't identical to mine. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these letters with adjectives, proper adjectives, to describe the map. So that
alright, so we'll do the same. Replace the letters with adjectives.
Where they are placed. I'm going to try my best. You know, come to think of it, the last time I showed my face on YouTube, which isn't very often.
Lost power for 4 days, bro. Last night around 9:30 got my power back. I just didn't stream. I thought about it, but streaming today. So,
you guys ready? Yeah. All right. At the S tier, at the very top, we have perfect maps. These are maps that aren't like literally perfect. They might have a tiny flaw, but these are the ones that you would call a masterpiece. These are the maps that are extremely well-rounded. They're big, complex, and expansive, but
so
they're
perfect.
They're not drawn out. These are, they exceed what you would expect in a zombies map. A, we have great maps. These are the greats. These are the ones
I was right, wasn't I?
perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
A flaw.
Greats.
Just one, but they're great
Greatest.
nonetheless.
No, great.
Right below that, we have good maps. Goof.
Good.
Good maps, which are good maps. They are not the greats. They're not close to perfect, but they are maps that you can hop on, play, and have a good time. Right below that, we have quality maps.
Quality.
Maps, great maps, good maps, they're all quality, right? But quality tier specifically means there is a major flaw or two. These are serious flaws that can't just be ignored. They cannot just be brushed over, but they have quality to them. You can play them, and they can be very much appreciated despite having serious issues.
Alright, before I finish going, keep going. I don't know. I guess I'll fix it later. Farm is the worst map ever? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And another thing I'm looking at is that your name isn't on the speech chat website. Like, it's on the list, but it's not saying the stuff you're saying right now. I can only see that because of Twitch. I can't see it on the website. So I think it's the website. There's something wrong with it. So that's fine. I guess I'm gonna have to actually look at chat today. And so that's fine. I just normally hear what he's saying, so I get used to that. Alright.
So I would still consider them quality. And right below that, we have the decent maps.
Okay.
Average maps. Maps
decent
that are either boring, unimpressive, or are just
I don't got my bits
unflattering.
thing
They
either.
might not be bad
What you mean?
Maps, like we have an F tier right
F
below
tier
that,
is just
but
bad.
They are not terrific by any means. You'll notice
Terrible
that every
maps.
single tier is positive except for the final one, and that's because I do believe that every single Treyarch Zombies map is playable and can be enjoyed to some extent.
Okay.
Some leaps more than others.
Yes.
But I think they're all playable, even the ones I hate. Now, if we were talking about Exos and World War II...
This is only Treyarch maps,
I eat ice cubes.
by the way.
If you have a problem with that, click off the video. First, at bat, we have Nuketown, and where does it go?
Okay, so that's the first map. Okay. And...
Just kidding.
New hit me up with a follow, much
so
appreciation
now it wants
to
to
Blue
work.
Heart. Also follow me on other
Okay.
social medias here. YT/HTTPS www.youtube.com channel
I gotta fix
UCGVSXJ46S1LJ and WC4U9 grams JHW viewers subscriber Twitter HTTPS Twitter.com the new train YT.
Why? Why does it want to read it now? That's kind of annoying. Anyways, alright, so he put Nuketown, the first
Map.
zombies map
The first one
ever
is
mentioned.
decent. I think it's a decent map. Nocturne Totem
Put
is
it in the
really
decent
first
tier.
on-
So that's kind of low for my liking, right? But I'm actually going to agree with him because he makes some valid
ever
points.
made. There were 0 expectations.
Right? Zero
There are
expectations.
0 perk machines,
Zero
power
perk
switch, no
machines.
Pack-a-punch.
No
It's
power, no
super
pack a
bare
punch.
bones. So although I
Yep.
think it can be played and be enjoyed for what it is, let's be honest, let's be objective, Nocturne Totem is not quite a good map.
Okay,
It's
that's fair.
quality, but I'd put it in decent, I would say. It's not a bad map. Because you can't put the first map in the bad category, okay? Because it didn't have any predecessors, it didn't have anything to compare itself to. I'm gonna do my best to go through these quick-ish, but some are gonna need a lot more explaining than others. Verrucht is another
Verrucht.
decent map.
Okay,
It
so
was-
that was the second DLC map in World at War. Placing that right behind Noct as well.
a baby step.
So
above
far
Nocturne
I agree
Totem.
on his
The
choices.
introduction of perks, and
But
power
when we get
switch,
to the newer
and
maps,
a moving
that's where
mystery
it's gonna
box,
be
there were just
different.
small changes that enhanced the game for the better, but I don't think it's necessarily better than Nocturne Totem. I think
Yeah.
it's the
I mean,
same
Verrucht is-
playing field, baby. Where to
Verrucht
put
is
Shino
just
Numa?
as good.
This is a tough one because it's very similar to these two maps in a lot of ways.
Some
And I
people will probably rank Shino Numa higher than Verrucht, but I did not like it more, so I'm putting it right after that as well.
It made the proper changes to boost it just a smidge above it in the quality tier. Shino Numa has problems. It can be heavily exploited in the World at War engine with the zombie spawn cap and the insta-kill glitch. The high rounds
World at
are
War,
extremely
zombies only
easy.
spawn
And there's mud. That can be a
at
pain
the
in
highest
ass.
amount of
It's a little bit
24.
tricky to navigate some areas
After
of the map,
24,
but
there's
I
no
think Shino
more
Numa is still
zombies
a
that
quality
spawn.
high round attempt. It has the introduction of the Wonderwaff, the Flogger, Hellhounds, the introduction of our Ultimus crew, you know, Nikolai, Tank, Takio, and Richtoth, and I think Shino Numa belongs in the quality category.
So he
Fight
put
me
it
on
in quality, but I put it as decent. So that's the first difference we got. I did not know Shino Numa was the first map to introduce Hellhounds, though.
I think it's the most underrated
Hellhounds
zombie
are scary.
map of all time. I don't think people ever look twice at this map. Darius is going to take a
Shino Numa, I loved it. It's one of the best to me, but dogs are glitchy. Yeah.
giant leap.
And they
ahead
had the
of
most
rest
health
of the
in
World
World
maps
at War
for a
out of
reason.
any other
One reason
Treyarch.
alone.
Okay, Darius. Okay, Darius. And if you look down here, which he's going to say, the Giant is not here. So Darius and the Giant will be in the same category. So because of that, he put it in great. And I'll put it in great as well. But I can't say it's perfect. Because the Giants, it's a good map, but it's not my favorite.
Pack-a-punch, baby. And I assume they're talking about the Giant and Darius here in this little bundle because there's no Giant option. It's just Darius. So I'm going to be sort of morphing those two. They're pretty much the exact same. But I think Darius is a great map. It is a great map. It's not perfect. It's a little bit too simple to be in the perfect
Yeah,
category.
pretty
I don't know if there's
simplistic
enough
in design.
complexity to it, but I think Darius does everything properly. The layout is super player friendly. Pack-a-punch makes the game a lot easier or more fun, really.
I actually don't like the
Teleporters
Pack-a-Punch
for use
location.
change. And the best thing about Darius is that
I
it
don't
can
like
be
that
enjoyed
it's
equally amongst beginners
set and spawn at the
pros.
top.
Anybody can hop on Darius and have a fun time. Anybody. I think Darius was significantly better than the rest of the World of War maps. Again, mainly because of Pack-a-Punch. On to Kino. I believe it is the most overrated zombies map ever.
I disagree.
That being said, I still think it's in the great category. It's not.
Right. So he put AKA Darius or the Giant over Kino, which is fair. But how he said it's overrated, no. Kino's not overrated at all.
Perfect.
If anything,
it's a little bit too simple. Like
the
Darius
Giant
to
can
in
be
the perfect
overrated.
Category. Don't shout at me, okay? I acknowledge that it's overrated, but here's the thing: Kino is still a very well-rounded map. It has very good spacing. It has a very powerful and fun wonder weapon. It has the good vibes, atmosphere, really. That
The
I think was
atmosphere
better
on
captured
Kino
in the
is
Black Ops 1 engine than in the
very
Black Ops
good,
3 engine.
especially in
because
Black
with
Ops
the updated
1.
graphics, it felt a lot less gritty and realistic and scary.
And
To
grimy.
deny that it is a great map, I think it's foolish, but I do think it's a little bit overrated. 5.
Okay, 5. Okay, the map with the presidents, the tundra gun, or the freeze gun, whatever, and the guy who steals your weapons. I personally did not play 5 often, but I never thought it was bad. But let's see where he places 5.
This is painful. You're not going to like where I place 5 if you're a fan of 5. I am going to place it in the decent category.
It's a train. So you put 5 as decent? I'm actually going to put it higher. I'm going to put 5 as quality. And by the end of this, I am going to re-look at it and see if I'm happy with the ranking. I like it. It's good. I put 5 as quality.
Never put it in the bad category.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 5
I
was
think
bad.
You can make the argument that it's in the quality category. 5 has problems. I will talk about the good things first. 5.
So you would put 5 as a good map. I don't know about
is
that.
super unique. It's got a very unique celebrity cast of the presidents. Very cool vibe, very cool location, all that stuff. Not denying that.
Remember, this is
But
personal.
I think it's too
This is
anti-player.
personal
I think
opinion.
it suffocates the player a little
Anti-player, it does suffocate.
Yes.
Have you played
too much. You
5
play 5
with 4-player co-op? It's
for
horrible.
challenge,
There's nowhere
but
to
I
go.
think it's a little absurdly difficult. Just
It's
where
like
they
5
place
was only meant for single
those
player,
electric traps.
and
I
it
think
was
it's
also designed
a
off of the
very,
campaign.
Very inconvenient location. And on top of that, the winter.
But you can play the campaign on Black Ops 1 and go in the same area.
Through all of this is just fucking laughably bad, and it's gonna die on round 25, 30, even if you upgrade it. So the 5 high rounds are bad, really bad.
Yes,
And
high
it's
rounds on
unfortunate,
5 sucks.
but 5 has some redeeming qualities, and I'm a fan of the map. I really am. Don't even tell me that I'm not. Don't you raise that fucking voice at me. Ascension.
Okay, Ascension. BO1.
Good or great?
Where's he putting? Where's he
Good or
putting it?
Great. I think it's great.
Okay, great. So you say, okay. So you, okay. So I respect that. I'll say Ascension is great as well. I wouldn't say Ascension is better than Derice or Kino. You say Ascension is trash. Okay, let's go ahead and unmod you. All right, let's keep going.
I think Ascension is a little simple. I think it's a little basic. I think the high rounds are a little easy. But then
Oh
again,
no, you're done. Oh
the
no,
same
I'm
thing
done
applies
with
to
you,
Kino,
bro.
the same thing
You
applies
don't
to
get to be
Derice.
done.
Ascension
The monkeys
is a
are
very
annoying though.
well-rounded map. You'll
You
notice
say
that all
no?
of the great
Okay,
maps-
okay. You know what? Since y'all think y'all know, where does Ascension go, huh? And y'all both have to agree on the same pick. Where does Ascension go? It has monkeys. They take away your perks. It had the moon lander. That map is horrible. Okay, you're horrible. Come on, valid points. Where are y'all putting it? Y'all both agree that it's bad, right? Bad? Quality? See? Y'all don't even know what you're talking about, bruh. What is it? Is it bad? Is it quality? What is it? Okay, you know what? It's not going to satisfy Lex, but I can put it in good. I'll move it down one. It's a good map. It's just the monkeys. To me, the monkeys were the most annoying part of that map.
are just super well-rounded. They're not perfect, but they're super well-rounded. It does everything.
No, all right, hey, bro,
It
it
has
satisfies
good
you. You're
spacing,
satisfied.
which again makes things.
Yeah,
a little easier, but then you
you're
have the
content.
monkeys to
Okay,
sort of
you're full.
counteract
You've
that,
had
and
enough
they
to
add
eat.
a super interesting dynamic to the map.
Interesting dynamic, yeah.
Always on your feet with those little fuck boys walking around. And Ascension introduced a lot of integral components with the lunar landers, stamina up, PhD flopper.
Stamina up.
Also,
Bruh, I buy Stamina Up all the time. Stamina Up started on this map. And so did PhD Flopper, but PhD Flopper is not in every Call of
the
Duty.
little cylinder
Stamina Up
dildo
is.
spawn that kills all the zombies infinitely. That's
PhD
really
Flopper is
strat.
very
I think
situational.
Ascension is a little boring, to be honest, but I do think it's a great map. It's a
I
map that you can
mean,
hop on
you know,
and
personal
do
opinion.
a lot of cool things with. But Tim, what would you do other than fucking survive and play zombie? I don't even know where I was headed with that. Call of the Dead. This seems to
Call
be a
of the
controversial
Dead.
one.
Okay, I actually played a lot of Call of the Dead, but I never made it that far into
Everyone
it.
wants to fight me on Call of the Dead, but it's a perfect. No, I'm just kidding. It's not perfect.
Where
It's a
you
great
putting
map.
it?
Call
You
of the
put
Dead.
it in great. Okay, let's see what are y'all saying. Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead. I would put Call of the Dead. Would I put it over Ascension? Great. How about at the top of good? You put it in great? No, perfect? That's wrong. So this is only my opinion, okay? Listen, this is from my personal experiences. Call of the Dead, after you deal with him too many times, the guy walking around, messing up your trains. And see, the thing is with great maps, right? They have usually a similar replicating formula. Call of the Dead doesn't really have that formula. It's missing something. It's better than Derice. Okay. No, Ascension will never beat Call of the Dead. Well, that's my opinion. It's in the same area. So I'm putting Call of the Dead above Ascension. But they're on the same level to me.
Everything right. It does everything right other than the high rounds. Just like 5, Call of the Dead's high rounds are so unbearable. You have no traps. You don't have any traps.
No traps
One
on the
weapon
map.
Suck ass. Okay, you get the VR11.
I don't like the layout of the
which
boats
is
either.
Bad. And
The
then you have
layout- the
Scavenger,
layout
which
of the
is
boats
good
are not my
until
favorite.
round 35.
What you mean go back?
And it's equally bad.
talking
You have
about?
the Wonder Waff that you can get a bunch of times by killing George over and over again, but you can only kill George so many times. You only have so much ammo to be able to even do that. And there's a co-op strat with the VR11 where if you shoot your teammate, they have like that zombie blood, insta-kill, dual threat action thing. Nobody plays high rounds on co-op anyways. Call of the Dead did a lot of new things. It did a lot of things that other maps refused
Like?
to do.
What did
And
Call of
although
the Dead
fog
do?
is annoying, and although the
Okay.
high rounds are unbearable, I think it does everything else.
Let me see your
perfectly.
map ranks.
Super
Oh, you'll get to
unique.
see
The
them, bro.
weapons Suck, but they're unique. The celebrity cast is awesome. I think the ability to kill George over and over again, get wonder weapons, get perks from him, I think it's all great. If you fight me on this one, I will fight back, and I will fight with rage, because Call of the Dead is my baby. This is fucking serious. Shangri-La, this is a tough one, because Shangri-La has
Okay,
a lot
Shangri-La, I don't have a lot of experience on,
of great qualities.
but
and
I
a lot
know
of
about
really
the
bad
map,
ones as well.
and I know what people
And
think
this
about
might
it.
surprise you. It might not, actually. I think Shangri-La is a quality map. I think
Okay,
it's poor.
so do y'all agree with that pick? Quality, Shangri-La. I personally didn't play much of Shangri-La, so I can't really speak on the map. But I've seen a lot of it. A lot of Shangri-La gameplay. Okay, Varug belongs in bad. I disagree, bro. So, Shangri-La, Savage, well, what's your thoughts, bro? Because I'm not listening to Lex. You didn't like it, though, so where would you put it? Is this the first bad map? quality. I'll say decent. We'll go with decent. I don't know about quality. He put it in quality.
Good, but I think I'm gonna leave it in quality.
Yeah,
Moon
is next.
It's not a map that you can go on.
I never played much of Moon either.
Friends,
but I know Moon has a lot of
its purpose. Shangri-La's map layout is
to
too unforgiving. I think too anti-player for me to place it any higher than quality, because it is a quality map. It is beautiful and it has good lore, but that only goes so far, man, because not everybody's even there for that. Some people just want to shoot zombies, and on this map it is especially infuriating with the boss zombies. They can all be taken advantage of in their own unique
yeah, so this
way,
map had boss zombies also.
It's asking a lot. It's asking a lot for
zombies.
somebody to go on Shangri-La and make sure that every single drop gets converted to the correct one, to a max ammo, to a perk bottle, whatever it is that you want. It's a lot for fucking 5 napalm zombies and shriekers to just be spammed to get everything around. I think it did age well. I think back when it released, people would put it in the bad category, but I think it's quality. I think it aged pretty well. Moon has so many bad qualities, but so many good ones. It is the most controversial zombies map out there. You'll find just as many people loving Moon as hating it. Where do I put it? I don't think it's perfect by any means. I don't even think it's in the great category. I think it has too many flaws. I think I'm going to put it in good. It is a fun high round. There are very cool wonder weapons. The Easter egg is easily the most profound Easter egg of them all. I think it's the most fun. I think it's the most rewarding. It's a very fun Easter egg. There are a lot of bad things about Moon, though. The anti-gravity, very hit or miss. Very hit or miss. Some people love it. Actually, I don't think anybody loves it. A lot of people don't like it. The cosmonaut marching around the map, molesting me, stealing all my perks. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of that. And you know what? The excavators, they're not too difficult to get rid of, but they are just kind of a nuisance after a while.
I didn't play much of Moon either, so
you never get the right.
So he said Moon was good. You said Moon was perfect. It's gonna take for a lot for it to be perfect, so I'm gonna say I'll put Moon in great. I'm not putting it in perfect.
Right one either. When you're trying to do the Easter egg and get excavator pie, you never fucking get it. You get the wrong one every single time. And to top it all off, you have to go back and forth to Earth every other time to get the perk you want, because there's Speed Cola down there, there's Jug down there. You have to revisit Earth. And let's say, for example, you want Jug. You'll get it every other time you go, not every time you go. So you're waiting every other round.
It's better
you want
than...
Pack a bunch of
it's not better than Call of the Dead?
I don't mind Area 51.
Don't worry. When we look at it at the end, we'll see on what to switch out.
Manipulate things.
This isn't final.
Drops. Transit.
Okay. I don't even need him to talk. Okay, Transit. Listen. Black Ops 2, one of my favorite Call of Duties. I played a lot of Transit when it was new and even when it was old. So I'm going to put Transit... I'm going to put Transit in good. I'm putting Transit here. Because I would rather play Transit than Ascension. Maybe not Call of the Dead. But I'd rather play it over Ascension 5. Yeah. Yeah. That works. Nuketown is bad. Is Nuketown next? Oh yeah, it is bad.
Friends at times.
I mean, it is next.
Meme. It's a fun meme.
Nuketown is okay.
We all live in the real world, right? Transit is a bad map. Transit is not a good map. Transit has numerous cancerous qualities.
It does have cancerous qualities. I won't disagree with them.
That would be the fog. Transit's concept.
But I've played so much Transit.
Was there. It could have been the greatest zombies map of all time, but it fell flat because it was ahead of its time. Like I said, the engine couldn't match its aspirations. The wonder weapons sucked.
Oh, we're gonna get to
Pack-a-punching
the
was
good
nearly
maps, bro.
impossible. The bus
Or the
sucked.
perfect
Every single part of
maps.
The map was mostly dreadful. The atmosphere was terrible, and the characters were unflattering as well.
I like
think
the
business
characters.
crew. Transit is a bad map.
I
objectively
actually like the
speaking.
crew.
Do I have good memories on this map?
He doesn't
yes.
like
Do
the
you?
crew, though.
Yes.
But
We
I
all
do.
have fun on Transit every now and then, but that's because it sucks. We hop on Transit thinking, well, this sucks, but it's fun because it sucks. We don't hop on Transit thinking, this is genuinely good. All right, up next we have Nuketown. It's not
Okay.
very advanced.
So let's see, where did he
Very
put Nuketown?
complex, which is why I would place it in quality. I think it is
Quality? Okay. What y'all thinking? Nuketown and quality. Bad. Worst map? I can't say that. I can't even say that. It's the worst map. Hmm. We'll go with decent. I think I'm fine with this. Knocked, Varrock. Those two I really liked. And then Shinonuma was on or off for me. Nuketown is on or off. But Nuketown is way more recent than Shinonuma is. And Shangri-La. I can't put anything in the bad yet.
It's a quality map.
Because I don't
think that if
agree
you
that
are
Nuketown is the
looking for
worst
a
map.
to get better at, it's Nuketown
I don't agree
Zombies.
at all.
It sharpens your skills because oftentimes with the random perks,
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
get
it's
just
not.
exactly
Yeah,
what
I
you
didn't
want.
place it
You
better
get
than
on
not.
20, which is not ideal. It will sharpen your skills. It adds an element of fun and an element of surprise. I don't have a problem with random perk spawn on Nuketown.
But y'all do suck at
specifically
Nuketown.
because that is what it was going for.
Just
It's going
throwing
for
that
a
out
fun
there.
survival map. Nuketown is quality. It's not a good map. It's not a great map. It's a little simple, of course, and it's a multiplayer map. I don't think there's much debating this one. I think you can enjoy Nuketown Zombies. There's quality
Yeah,
to it, but
there is
let's
enjoyment.
not fool ourselves. It's
When you go to,
not too
don't go
high
down
up.
a million
Die
times.
Rise. Everyone knows that.
Okay, there we go. Die Rise. Let's go ahead and see what y'all have to say. %, saying Die Rise is bad. I don't like it at all. And I love Black Ops 2. Every other DLC worked except for that one. No comments, so I'm assuming y'all agree. Yeah.
I fucking
Die Rise, okay, buddy? Bro, I'm being serious. I'm not even trolling. I think Die Rise is one of the worst maps. One of the worst. There are more. Okay, so it might be put
hate this map with
towards
every
the
fiber
bottom.
in my being. But if I'm being objective and looking at this with an objective lens, I'm gonna put
like,
it in
okay,
decent.
the Slickofire, right? One of the best wonder weapons of all time. But to play for just for that map, nah, I couldn't do it, bro. Like, even though the Slickofire is really good, Nuketown is all right. We'll see. We'll see where everything gets placed at the
I
end.
don't think it's quite.
Like I said, it's
as
not
bad as
final.
Transit. I think there are some redeeming qualities. The Slickofire is a redeeming quality.
But I think Die Rise is bad for
Actually,
real.
that's the only one. I'm not going to dwell too much on this one. I've made numerous
Mob of the Dead?
videos.
Mob of the Dead. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that there.
Dismantling Die Rise and all of its issues. I mean, I'll briefly go over them since you're probably wanting some sort of explanation. The elevators suck. They're inconsistent. They can kill you. They're unreliable. Random perks are also prevalent on this map, but unlike Nuketown, they're an actual problem because with elevators constantly moving around, you want to know where
Buried
your
is pretty
are
good
at all times. On
but
Nuketown, they just spawn in and they're
perfect.
there, and you know where they are, but
I
they're
don't
constantly
know.
moving, and you can lose
Buried's
a
next too,
weapon
isn't
with
it?
the elevators moving. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
Let's
The
see.
jumping
Let's see where
jacks,
he puts Mob of the
unoriginal,
Dead, because I know
unfun.
Mob of the Dead is
Ictus
not his
crew,
favorite.
Story, the fall damage, the falling to your death constantly.
He's
instead
still
of the
talking about
zombies
Die Rise.
actually killing you. That's a huge problem. I think the verticality makes or breaks this map for you, and
Fight!
maybe in a remastered form it would be better, but as presently constituted, I think Die Rise is a decent map.
No.
It can be
Damn,
enjoyed,
son,
the high
where'd you
rounds are
find
easy
this?
and can be fun, I guess. Oh, not to mention the Sliquifire, the wonder weapon that's supposed to help you on the map kill zombies, is actually a catalyst towards your own demise because
Yep.
it
You can kill
slips
yourself with the
you off
Sliquifire.
edge into your
Yeah,
own death.
that's happened to many
Wonder
people.
weapon, the one that's supposed to be helping you. It kills you.
Okay, come
So,
on, get the
I
Mob of
think
the
Die
Dead.
Rise has too many issues to even be in the quality category, but you know what? It's better
Mob
than Transit,
of the
let's be
Dead. Come on.
Mob of the Dead is a perfect
Yes,
map,
sir.
and if you fight me on this, I will
Yes,
win this
sir.
fight. Here's why. I'll get the
Let's
one
go.
sort of bad thing about
All right,
the
all right. So we'll just move on before he talks about why Mob is perfect, right? Buried. I'm gonna put Buried. Here. I'll put Buried there. A lot of people have not played Buried, believe it or not. I think Buried's a really good map, but perfect? I don't think so. No, sir. It's not perfect. It is a great map. I will say great. That's respect, bro. That's not disrespecting it. Alright, so let's hear what he says.
way first, and that's having to re-grab all of the canisters and parts to refuel your plane every single time you want to go back to the bridge. That's my only minor complaint I can even fabricate. I think Mob of the Dead... I know Mob of the Dead is a top 3 map of all time. I mean, it just has everything. Let's go down the checklist. Lore, check. Characters, check. Atmosphere, check.
Put
It's a
Derice to
real
perfect.
setting, an interesting
I
setting.
can't do that, bro.
That actually...
Derice, aka
heavy
the giant,
ties
bro,
with a
not
real
perfect.
story of real prisoners escaping the prison, and they zombified it, and I think they did a perfect job of blending in the fiction.
Derice
and
is
the
too
nonfiction,
casual,
if
bro.
you will. The wonder weapon. It has a lot.
Yeah,
of variety
Derice is
to it.
boring
It's
as well.
powerful. The blunder
It's
can
boring,
be
bro.
used in a lot of different ways. It's very fun. I think Brutus is a good boss. I think he's a pain in the ass sometimes, but
Yeah, like
couples fight. This map flows better
Derice
than
doesn't even
any
have a
zombies
boss.
map. It is the best.
What
flowing
is
zombies
considered the
map
boss
ever.
for Derice is
Every
Dog Grounds.
single corner.
And come
You're
on.
alive.
Each of this map
Look at
has
yeah, I'm
significance
alive,
and
bro.
has
What's up,
purpose.
dude?
Setting up is a smooth,
Why did his voice work, but no
seamless
one else's
process of
did?
just grab a part here, grab a part there. Everything ties together. The rooms don't feel so like
Yeah,
far away from each
right?
other. They don't feel unnecessary. They feel
Yeah.
they're all the proper size.
All right,
Nothing
all right.
about Mob of the
He
Dead
did good
is cool, but
explanations.
fun.
All right,
Mob of the Dead is a perfect map, and if you want to fight me on it,
all right. No one's gonna fight you on that, bro. We all
Buried.
disagree. Buried.
Yeah, I was scared.
Buried, as you Canucks say it.
Buried. Where's he putting it?
I'm gonna put it in the gray category.
Okay,
I think
look
Buried's
at
a great
that.
map.
Great. It's a great map. Buried is a great map, bro, but it's not
I don't think
perfect.
it's perfect by any means.
I don't think it's
the
perfect
banking
either.
System can be exploited.
The
on this
banking
map.
system
All
can
of
be
the Victus
exploited.
maps, but this one in particular, because of how accessible everything is, you can sort of just hop on down from the spawn room and get
All right, his aim is
everything
kinda
done
off
round
looking
one
at this.
if you have all of the points you need in the bank. And I think other than the fact that this map is a little too easy, I think everything else is great. Leroy
Yeah, no, Origins,
really
yeah,
helps
come on.
you out
You know,
while you're
come on.
playing this map.
It's going up there.
The atmosphere is certainly different than any other map.
It does have
I
a...
think Buried is
yeah.
much better than the
No
others
other
this
map
I
has
don't think that's a
replicated
question.
Buried's
I think Buried
atmosphere.
is a very, very enjoyable map. I think it's one of the greats.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
it is
perfect.
one of the greats.
Origins, on the other hand.
Origins,
is
yep. Yeah, let's go. Origins, perfect.
perfect map. If you've played the map,
Perfect,
you
bro.
understand it. I
We all aren't gonna
enjoy
like my
its
next picks,
greatness.
bro, for the newer ones.
Stabs,
The new maps, I already know.
the ultimate stab. This was sort of the reboot of Zombies with the premise crew being introduced. The lore, the characters, all great. The atmosphere, great. It's a very interesting setting in the World War I trenches.
Shadows of
The
Evil
weapon
is
variety is especially
All right,
nice.
let's hold on.
Origins
Let's
has a lot
hold
of
on, bro.
exclusives. It just nails everything. The giant robots, the Panzer.
Giant
is
robots,
douche.
amazing,
He's a great
still
boss.
amazing.
He adds real tension to the map. And the mud sucks, I guess.
The mud's
That's
not that
it,
big of a
man.
deal.
Origins is just goated.
Just
Shadows
jump.
of Evil is also in that perfect category.
Okay, Shadows of Evil. I've played a lot of Shadows personally. I even did Easter eggs. Never beat the Easter egg, but I did do it and attempt it. Shadows. I'm gonna put it as good. Alpha Omega is Nuketown. That's the same thing. I never even played Alpha Omega. You're putting quality? Nah, Shadows of Evil needs respect, bro. Decent? Yeah, okay, y'all are both downplaying Shadows. Okay. Yeah, no, put some respect on Shadows'
We got
name.
some
I'm putting it
back-to-back-to-back
in good.
bangers by Treyarch. as
I
you
wouldn't
can
say
see.
great or
Shadows of
perfect.
Evil is
Dude.
everything you would want in a zombies map. It is
Yeah, the
a
Silver
perfect
Protector, you got a
combination
shield, you
of
got the
complex-
Margwa.
Yeah, it's straightforward. I mean, there's 3, 4.
You got
like,
the Wonder
areas,
Weapon that's a
districts
black
in the
hole,
map.
bruh.
It's pretty simple. Every single district is the
Pack-a-Punch
same, but with a
camo,
tweak.
amazing.
So
Alpha
everything
has the
looks
Avadro.
kind of similar, but not at the same
I
time.
don't- what
I
is
think it's
that?
Great. It's complex and it's big and it's expansive. The wonder weapons are awesome. The characters are actually bearable on this map, unlike
Yeah?
the Chaos crew.
I
and
like the
Victor's
crew on Shadows of Evil.
This is a non-premise or Ultimus crew that is actually working. I mean, they have interesting backstories with the opening cutscene. They get you invested in them. They all have flaws, and they all have personalities. And it's super
They do
easy
have
to
personality,
imitate other
which
voice
is a
by
big
celebrity.
deal.
Shout
And-
out
and-
Chuckle.
and
Shadows
good
of Evil
zombies
did
maps,
something that
that's
obviously
why-
nobody had-
That's why I can't rank Derice as perfect, because Derice, they had no personality on that map. Not in Derice. Now the Giant is different, but Derice, there was no personality in the characters.
The lightning
ever
guy from
envisioned
Buried.
happening, which is
Oh,
H.P.
Avogadro?
Lovecraft lore. You know, all the big monsters.
Also,
and
that's
squids
weird
and
how only
tentacles.
your
And
your
infusing that
Sorry,
with
transit.
text is working.
in a big city. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
masterpiece.
I already
Shadows of
put
Evil
transit in
did
a
not
spot.
have a great reputation at first. It is a masterpiece. It is a work.
I
of
can't say
art.
Shadows of
Rising
Evil is
Track
perfect,
is
though.
Even better.
Okay, all right. I want to see what y'all say. The Rising Drak. Okay, the map with the bows. Where are y'all putting the Rising Drak? Because I know where I'm putting it.
Dice was good.
Come on, people. The Rising Drak. It was confusing. Okay. This might make some of y'all upset. Lex, I'm putting the Ryzen Drak in the good. I personally would prefer to play all the maps listed above over the Ryzen Drak. So
What
that's
about
one of my
Shima?
reasons.
Ryzen Drak is Origins without the headache. Origins admittedly can be a little bit of a headache. I think the rewards for doing all of the quests are worth it, but I think the Ryzen Drak really simplifies things.
If any map was ever overrated, it would be the Ryzen Drak. Listen, Origins already created the concept of elemental weapons, elemental overpowered strong weapons on a different engine, okay? Black Ops 3 was for noobs, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Black Ops 3 was for noobs. They had Gobblegum. Gobblegum was cheesy. So everything as far as Black Ops 3 culture was a less challenging version of Origins. So because of that, I didn't like it. Thought it was purely overrated. Everybody hyped this map up. It wasn't. I've played it. It wasn't as good as people said it
Hey,
was.
whoa, whoa.
Think about this. The dragons, right? Now you gotta feed the dragons. What else do you have to feed in any other map? Hell dogs. Mob of the Dead. It's already been created. They copied stuff from the perfect maps and put it into this one. So it's nothing new. It's all repaste. So for me, it's not perfect. Because it's already been done. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
You got to work for a bow. It takes you 10-15 minutes, and you've got a absolute godsend wonder weapon. They give you the power switch. They give you Pack-a-Punch. Both very important, essential components. But everything else is optional. Now, the only downside of the Ryzen Drak is...
Only downside, he says.
...wall you hit with those bows, because all you need is a
Join
bow
the party.
and
I'm
a
not joining the
gun.
party. You know I'm
It
streaming.
really takes away from the mystery
Do you want to get
box
blocked,
and
bro?
a lot of what zombies is, which is a variety of different methods and strategies. And I guess that is a complaint. I guess Ryzen Drak is a little easy because of the bows, but in the same breath,
Not a challenge
you
at
could
all.
go to the Pack-a-Punch machine.
Zombies
slap
is
in
supposed to
any
be
wall
challenging.
gun, get a double pap variant, and you're just about as effective. So really, if we're going to talk about easy, we should just talk about Black Ops 3 as a whole.
Black Ops 3
not
as
the
a
Ryzen
whole
Drak
is easy.
specifically. It can be boring. to
I
watch
think
somebody
the bows
sit
are a
in
little
lightning
harder
bow,
than the
but
staffs.
That's your choice, right? I mean, you don't have to do that.
Harder to get or
But a
harder?
wolf bow,
Like, what do
or
you
a
mean?
void bow,
What do you
or a
mean by
fire
that, bro?
bow.
What do you mean they're harder? Harder to craft? Is that what you're saying? Or harder like they
I
were
like
stronger?
Shima. Harder to get.
Harder to get?
The Ryzen Drak, I think, is Origins without the headache. I said it and I'll say it again. I think it's a perfect map. The Ryzen Drak
And like
is
you
my
said,
favorite.
it is Origins without the headache to him, right? Now, it's all opinion. But to me, Origins is not a headache if you know what you're doing. So, because of that, they're basically the same map. But one is considered harder to some people. And if you're a veteran, you like harder. No homo. So, because of that, I'm not putting them on the same page because one is already up there.
I like Shima.
That's my reasoning.
Favorite map of all time, tied with Mob. Zetsubo no Shima. Where do I place this?
Shima is perfect.
Zetsubo no Shima. I actually played a lot of this map.
Great.
Zetsubo no Shima, It can't be in great because we got we can put it here.
I loved it.
It can go in the good. I think it decent. Oh, whoa.
It had
Whoa.
one
Y'all are
problem.
saying something different. Okay, how about quality? How about quality? Can we agree with quality? Can we agree on that? Or no? No? You wouldn't say it's quality? I think it's a pretty quality map. It has a lot of stuff going for it. I think Savage is a little bit behind because I've been talking about quality and he's on good. Disagree? Alright. Well, like I said, at the end of this, we're going to relook at the tier list. And that'll be my version of it.
That was a pussy bird. I think Zetsubo is a good map.
I think it's good. He put it in good.
Underrated.
I think
it has
Zetsubo is
problems,
really
don't get
good.
me wrong. I mean,
Not-
we'll go over the bad
great.
things first. Zetsubo suffocates the player.
Mm-hmm.
You almost have to run Gobblegum on this map to have a decent shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, well, you're opening about a dozen.
The
2
invisible
dozen
zombie
doors,
at the boss
which are
fight is
very
bad. I
cheap.
died a lot.
It's very expensive to open up this map, and you have to do it early. There's a lot going on with the spiders.
map is
the
pretty
thrashers.
expensive.
It becomes a fuckfest. I think the Thrashers are honestly the worst thing about this map. I think if they were removed, this map is instantly improved. But
I don't mind the
fact that it's
Thrashers.
not
The Thrashers are okay.
It suffocates the player at the beginning of the game. You're pretty much struggling with a very low-end wall gun with no perks and no prospects. All the way up till basically round 10.
He's in the
Other
boss
than that,
room,
it's
doing the
great.
Easter
I
egg.
mean, the high rounds are fun. The KT4, the Masamune, is kind of a haul to get, but I think it's a pretty effective wonder weapon. It's pretty fun and fast, honestly, to train and use that. And if you choose to do the Easter egg, which you probably should anyways, because doing the entire setup process is like doing more than half the Easter egg. You do the Easter egg, you get that open training area down there in the...
No, they can
Skull
literally
Knock Sock was
one-
Trashes
wait,
are what
what?
make the map hard.
Thrashers, they can literally
spores
one
do.
to you with jug. Okay. The spores, you make a good point. The spores suck. I don't like the spore concept, but I understand why it was added because of the map and it makes sense with the jungle and stuff. But the spores are pretty annoying traps on the map. That and then just like some of the locations of like the plants and doing that stuff with the Easter egg where you gotta like kill zombies near the plants and stuff. I didn't really like that. But everything else
They make the map hard.
I like genuinely enjoyed on that map. Let's see. Let's restart this. Let's see if it reads everyone now. Maybe I'm not signed in right. Maybe that's what it is.
The giant spider too.
Okay. Alright.
Cool.
Let's
The
keep it going.
characters, the lore, both there, of course. You always get it right when you have the Primus or the Ultimus group. Zetsubo really does hit every mark other than suffocating the player early on in the game, which does turn a lot of people away. Because in the beginning of a game, when things are really, really tough, people tend to just quit or fold.
You remember that.
Quickly. Garad Krovi is a...
Okay. I'm gonna let y'all decide this. Gorod Krovi. I've never played it. I mean, a lot of people say it's good, but I have no clue. I never played Garage Krovi once. So, where do y'all place that? I have no input on this. Whatever everyone else agrees on, we're just gonna go with that. Quality.
Never played it.
I never played it either. So alright, so Lex is the only one that can vouch. So we're putting it in quality. I have nothing to say about it. Just gonna put it there.
Great map. Garad Krovi is not...
He put it in great though.
But seeing
I can't-
gameplay, it
Krovi's
looks
another
pretty
map with a cult
trash.
following, and I respect it.
Yeah, I
And
can't
it is a
speak
great
on that.
map. It's not perfect. The wonder weapon, specifically, the red
I've
number
seen
3,
much gameplay.
takes
I've
you
seen
to,
the
like,
final
I
Easter
don't
egg, you know,
like
No.
50 to
killing the
70.
dragon.
Wait.
It's good. And then it just shits out, man. The wonder weapon is not good after a while. It just really is not. And then you're left high and dry. And it's really a camping wonder weapon more than a training wonder weapon, so that can cause some issues. Spacing is a little bit of an issue with the dragons constantly breathing fire on the map. I think this map can be a little clusterfucky, to be honest, at times, with all the manglers and all the electric zombies and all the shit that's going on. The Valkyrie drones are the worst thing about this
Gonna
map.
play
They
right
are
now.
Enormous. They take up entire doorways, blocking you from training and moving around, and they're just shocking you
Just so it
constantly.
has
They'll be
put
behind
lower.
you, in front of you, to your side, just shocking you. And it's a bitch. It really is. The dragons, though, the dragons are so cool. The specialist is super cool. The shield is really cool. Everything about Gorod Krovi is just cool. It's just Gorod. Gorod Krovi.
Okay,
fun. Very
Revelations. I played Revelations maybe 2 or 3 times. You know, it has a lot of a nostalgia, but
Map.
I never made high round
Revelations.
on Revelations, so
a
I don't really
good
know
map.
if I like it or not.
Revelations.
I
is
played like
very
2 or
fun
only 2 or
and
3
very
times.
enjoyable. High rounds are dumb easy. You got the Apothicon Servant, the Thunder Gun, Ragnaroks, Lil Arnie's, the Dragon Shield. You got all of these super overpowered wonder weapons at your disposal. I think there's something to be said about the lack of innovation. How much is recycled in this map is kind of ridiculous. All the wonder weapons that I just mentioned are all returning wonder weapons. The map is quite literally just divvied up into previous maps. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yeah, I remember.
It's just not very original. And I know that's what
It's
they were
not
going
original.
for, but the only 2 original parts of this map are inside the Apothicon and in the spawn room. There isn't enough of Revelations. There isn't enough of the actual original part of the map. It felt like Zombies Chronicles before Zombies Chronicles, except Zombies Chronicles is way better.
It is
than
okay because you
Revelations. I
could
mean,
get
that's not
people
fair.
who could
Okay, so
scam
where
you
do
for
y'all
your
put-
weapons on the table and never get them back.
Where do you put Revelations? Just from my experience on it, which is not much at all. Why am I getting ads? You're a mod? You're not. That's not how it works. We've been over this, Shadow Sama. It goes by subs, bro. You're not subbed. That's why you're getting ads. Revelations.
Decent.
You say decent. Okay. Okay. You know what? Do you want to put it here? Good? Good? It's not bad? Okay. Okay. Revelations. A lot of y'all don't like transit, so it would be here, right? I need to speak to your supervisor. I am the supervisor. How about that? Now what, bro? Well, what happens next? What happens next, bro?
Lol, he is getting ads, but I never got a ad in this stream, lol.
It's good. So, are y'all fine with this? Right here? We can do that, right? Yeah. Okay.
Maps versus 1, but you know what I'm trying to say. Zombies Chronicles did what Revelations was supposed to do a lot better, and I think Revelations is a good map, enjoyable, but it's not a
No.
perfect map. It's not great. Oh my god, I just realized what's up next.
Blood of the Dead. Oh, ha ha! Okay. Blood
I am not.
of the Dead. Alright, let's go ahead and if anybody else says anything, you're getting blocked.
That is a great
Say
map.
something, bro. Say something, bro. Terrible. Garbage.
Put it.
Garbage. No, it's not even decent. It's not even. I can't even say that. Bad map. Horrible. It should never been into existence. Best map of the
Whoa,
series.
whoa, whoa.
Okay, expect to not
Whoa.
be able to see in my chat, bro. Okay. You're worried about
Whenever I
ads.
bitch and
Worry about
complain
not
about
even
Blood
being
Dead,
able to
people will
see.
get back to me,
Okay.
"Sam, if you don't compare
It
to
is
Blood
not
Dead,
bad.
then you won't have an issue with it." And I suppose to some extent you are correct. If Blood of the Dead were placed in a vacuum,
You're just bad
and
at
would
it.
never compare
Oh,
to the
oh
original
yeah.
Mob of the Dead, I
I'm just
suppose
bad at
would
it.
look better.
That's why everybody else said
But
it,
we
right?
live in a world where Mob of the Dead does exist.
I know
fully
you.
pretend that Mob of the
I
Dead
know you
does
just want to
not
chat,
exist.
and I just want to stream. Can I just do
Blood
that,
of the Dead,
bro?
in contrast to
Huh?
Mob of the
Yeah,
Dead,
yeah. I like you, Shadow, but
is
hey,
bad. And I
you
think
gotta
it is
wait
fair
your
to
turn
compare
too.
He is not
sometimes,
joining
buddy.
X.
One
XX.
is a reimagined version of the other.
Oh,
Blood of the
okay.
Dead
Whoa,
took
buddy.
everything that Mob of the Dead did correctly and screwed it up.
Yeah,
layout is
and
awful. It spawned in
they
Rick
did.
Coffin's
They did
laboratory.
everything that Mob of the Dead did right, and messed it up.
You go turn on the power, and then you make your way through the catwalk. The catwalk is bad. It's really cancerous, the amount of times we've all gone down on the catwalk. But obviously, if you're prepared for it, you'll make it through. The problem really is you never turn back. The problem is Richtofen's lab, that entire portion of the map, which is like a good chunk of Blood of the Dead, is useless. It doesn't provide anything good or helpful. And once you get to the actual Alcatraz portion of the map, it's butchered. They butchered the layout. They took out the bridge, which was one of the best parts of Mob of the Dead, and instead implemented a moving pack-a-punch machine. Not only that, there's multiple power switches, and getting the Hell's Retriever on Blood of the Dead is totally decentivized, because Wraith Fires,
Yeah,
the equipment that
Wraith
you
Fires
equip before you
are
actually get into the game,
stronger
it's all pre-selected,
than the Hell's
is
Redeemer.
better than the Hell's Retriever, and probably even the Hell's Redeemer. So the entire process of getting the Retriever and then the Redeemer is totally decentivized in Black Ops 4 because the default equipment you spawn in with is, for the most part, better.
You can do
and
infinite
more
damage.
accessible. Blood of the Dead's contribution to the zombie storyline cannot be underestimated. I think it is important, but I think that's the only good thing about this map. The Magmagat's pretty cool too, but everything else about this map was butchered in terms of design. Areas you'll never go back to, like I said, Richtofen's laboratory. You never really need to go to the Warden's house. A lot of the design changes on Blood of the Dead felt like they were changes just to be changes, not improvements, not necessary ones. So if Blood of the Dead was totally devoid of context, maybe it's a decent map, maybe in your wildest dreams it's a quality map. But it does
Yeah.
ruin a lot of what Mob of the Dead was. Classified.
All right, classified, and we got 1, 2, 3, 6 maps left. Now I cannot speak on classified, but I know that classified is a remake of 5, and from what I heard, it was better, but I don't know because I never played. So classified is a remake of 5 or a remaster, and apparently it did things better. So it's got to be above quality. Who here has played Classified? I mean, I don't know quality. So so it's on the same level. It's not good. Good map. I mean, I think it can go here. Yeah. Like it did stuff better than it did in 5, but not like significant to where it's like perfect. It's just a little bit better than 5. We can say good, right? I personally never played it. Better than Transit? I never played. But I played 5, and I know that's not the truth. So, I mean, if you want to do that, we can do this. That won't hurt me too much. We can do that. That's okay. But me personally, I never played the map, so I can't say it's better than Transit. Why is the reason Noxon decent is because it was the first map. There are no predecessors. So there was nothing to compare Noctur and Totem to. So because of that, it's a decent map. But we know it's not perfect. You know, it didn't have any perks, no pack-a-punch, no power. You know what I mean? The map is small. You know, pretty simple. Most people just used it as a camping strat. I'd never opened up the stairs door. Actually end yourself for saying that, bro. Okay? Alright, satisfying.
I think it's a good map. I enjoy playing Classified. It's one of the very few maps in Black Ops 4 that I genuinely enjoy.
It was
playing.
remade, but they
It's
didn't add on
improvement
to the
on
map.
5's issues.
Like Nuketown, right? So Alpha Omega, that had additional like areas of the map. You know, there's like houses, there's like new yards. You know, it had like the bunker. So Alpha Omega was more like a remake than a remaster. It wasn't just like the same thing but with better graphics they added to it, which
5
made
had
it better.
Really consistent teleporters that kind of just shot you around the map randomly. That was fixed. And although the Pentagon Thief isn't in Classified, I enjoyed that about 5. Man, it's sad, but hey,
The
Hellhounds
most
work.
challenging?
Hacker
I don't
punching
know
on this
about
map
that.
Felt like an extra step or two, but that's really my only complaint. Everything else is great. The spacing feels a lot better.
it is a pretty
I feel like
challenging
the areas
map,
they
but I can't say the
opened up in this
most.
map felt productive, unlike Blood of the Dead. It is a far better.
Because
example
once you
of
play
what
Black
easily
Ops
imagined
4, not is it Black
should
Ops
look
4
like.
or Black Ops
Just
Black
saying
Ops
it.
3 knocked there and
Classified
Toten?
was
Oh, it's too
Voyage
easy.
of Despair. If you talked to me 2 months ago, I would have put it in.
Okay, Voyage of Despair. We've all played Voyage of Despair. Even Savage. I'm pretty sure you played it, right? Not me. Well, everybody else. I'm speaking to. Voyage of Despair is Black Ops. Lex, you never. What do you mean you never played? Okay, well then, all right. To those who have played, I know where to put it. I know where to put it. Voyage of Despair, because after that is 9. I'm putting it as quality above Zetsubo. I'm putting it as quality. Nine is next. I'm gonna put that. I'm putting 9 in great. I really like 9. Now let's see what he says.
Bad. If you talk to me today, I put it in decent. Voyage of Despair is still not a great map by any means. Not even a good map. I think the atmosphere is a bit dull, and I think they could have done a lot more with the Titanic than they actually did, especially revolving around the Easter egg and the story. I felt like they really whiffed on that. It's just decent. It's a ship. It's the Titanic. It's cool. And it's got its spots. I mean, you can just kind of train out on the poop deck if that's what you want to do. It works. The Kraken's a really cool wonder weapon, but it's just kind of a dull, bland, sort of empty feeling map. Whenever I play Voyage of Despair, I feel dead inside. Or no, I always feel dead inside. Except for when I'm playing 9, which is not quite perfect. It's great. 9 is great. I don't think 9 is perfect because 9 is a little simple. There's 4 sections of the map and the spawn room. And I know maybe that shouldn't be like the thing that keeps it from being a perfect map. It's a little simple, it's a little straightforward, it's a little easy, but those are my only complaints. 9 is a beautiful map aesthetically and in terms of design. I think despite it being simple, it works. You know, it flows pretty well. You know where you are all the time. There's an upper level, a lower level. Pack-a-punch is really
That man
easy
got
and
stuck.
it's interesting. I mean, instead of just activating 3 buttons, you kill like 4 different guys and you take their heads and you shove it on a spike. That's pretty fun. 9 is my favorite map in Black Ops 4. At the beginning, it didn't seem like it was even going to be one of the better ones, but it ended up being the best in my estimation. And I have a really fun time. It's one of the few maps I go out of my way to play.
Okay, next is Dead of the Night, a Black Ops 4 DLC map. Never played. So, I can't rate this one. So Dead of the Night, who played that map? Anybody in here?